the Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the New Orleans Saints taking on Tyrod Taylor and the Austin Armadillos.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can...
To kick us off, here's Justin Rohrwasser. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll get this to Sharp on the jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They go play action now. Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first down, it's Taylor. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Throwing again on second down. Taylor steps away. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gore again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Frank Gore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Armadillos take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Rolling to his left. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Now Taylor. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Taylor to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Fields now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Fields. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On play action, Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Now Fields. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. It's Gore. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Taylor. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Taylor. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, it's Gore. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there, and I have no reason to believe he won't.
Here's a run now with Kittle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And Taylor will slide to a halt with a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos add 6 to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Fields. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Fields throwing again. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Taylor on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Taylor. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the 1st half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's Tyrod Taylor who's been on the offensive in the first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give to Taylor, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Fields. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Gore. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now it's Taylor. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 6 yards left on second down. Again they run, again it's Gore. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Taylor. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Taylor. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down, Gore. Pat Surtain up to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another carry now for Gore. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 17. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Taylor. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Gore is in for a touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He's going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields, quick slant to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From just shy of midfield. Fields throwing the out route and complete. That's Schultz. And he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Fields on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. He finds Taylor. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. Jonathan Taylor. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
And you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken at about the 1. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gore. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Gore, handoff left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. Taylor will throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gore. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gore. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Slayton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Again, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 1st down, Fields. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's got it. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Out of the gun, Fields. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Austin's offense ready to go again. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll keep it on the ground. Gore, a first down and then some. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. 56 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Fields throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Connects with Slayton, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And one last throw here for Fields. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
What exactly complicated was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Austin, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.